Goal in the draw here against Brisbane to give the Blues their first lead of the night. Not quite, but it might be imminent. Harris
season
takes a couple of steps around, opens up the angle, and has her first goal, the Blue, and the Blues subsequently their first lead.
So Tayla Harris on the board as a Blue, Sam Lane.
That is a dream start, and she had a dream ride here. She's with her parents, Woz and Lisa Harris, who come from Queensland. They're going to watch every game.
Gives it to Brazzali. She drives it back inside 50. Harris! Tayla Harris thunders through. Evie Gooch wore the contact. She's coming off. Moody and Vesio in that pack. Hines has got to be quick. Harris runs her down and earns another shot at goal.
And that's what the coaching group would want to be seeing from Tayla Harris. If she's doing her absolute darndest to make sure that the ball stays inside their forward 50.
So the Blues have dominated the early territory. Can they get some return for their efforts? They do. Harris slots it. The Blues get there first.
To that knock.
Here we go into the second term. It's been a capitulation so far for the Blues as Tayla Harris she sparks something. Tayla Harris from inside 50. What about that? Caught. Seymour.
Wants plain. She's bodied under it. Harris again. Can she dish? She does. It's advantage. It's a goal to...
She was sore last week as well.
Oh,
Fellow co-captain is Harris.
what a grab.
You haven't got time to go short, so she does. She goes with the spiral towards half forward. It'll clear the pack. Here's Tayla Harris at the back. Gathers from 25 out. Goes for goal and puts it through. The Blues get a goal with 3 seconds remaining.
Dempsey pushed off it. Harris with intent to Stevens is there. Does she get the sit? No, she doesn't. Oh, it's a goal. Wasn't touched.
It wasn't touched
It wasn't
at all.
touched, so it's Tayla Harris's goal.
Gets over a set of hands. Harris, clever, works it forward. Just needs to sit here for G. On the third bite, she'll get it. Stroll in. Blues with the opener.
Was kicking in danger. Well done by Vesio to knock it back to Tayla Harris. Bouncing ball towards the top of the square and shepherded through. It's going to be a goal to Carlton.
Through. She's on fire. Terrific effort there just to get some pressure on Antonio, who looked like she was going to complete the mark. Got it
Closely by Farrugia and gets the free kick for the hold. An advantage is paid. Harris darts away. Open goal. She won't miss that.
So the Blues been on the back foot early. Can they come up with some offence of their own? Harris just muscles her way to the front. Flirting with the idea of the switch, but in the end, we'll go towards Harris, and why not? She gets a clear run at it. She's hard to stop.
To get it through traffic. Cleavers Van Dyke off to G. She's a classy user and hits up Harris with a peach. Contact. She cuts the kick. Harris. There is just an understanding and fluency we haven't seen from either of these teams' forward lines in the first couple of weeks, Abby.
Needs to slot this one for Carlton.
All-Australian in both seasons. Second best and fairest for the Blues last year. Starts it right, works it left. That's all good.
Harris direction. She's got in behind Williams there, and just too much strength from Tayla Harris, but she slipped over, lost the fumble, up a handle away to Downey, who danced through the tackle and finishes off the goal.
To force a contest, she did. Got a fist in there, looked to be out of position. Works hard, good body work on Cuthbertson. Comes back again, nails her in the tackle.
Great effort. That's the work that will set Tayla up for success today. The extras, if the mark's not taken, a good spoil and followed up with a great tackle.
A few plays in the competition, if she makes sweet connection, can get it there. She does hit it well. It's going to go right to the square for Harris, and she's got it. To kick her first for season 2021, and she puts the Blues back in front.
You just can't leave Tayla Harris to jump at the ball on the line there. I think that the Bulldogs are reviewing that during the week, but...
Sophie Molan kick back to Monahan. Harris doing the forward line work. The snap would have been a remarkable finish. Harris puts it into the bottom of the post. And that's one of the harder chances across her career. She's now 17-23, but that is an edit to light up Daniel Harford and his coaching staff.
She'll go long here to the top of the square.
She'll set it up. McAvoy lurks at the back. Harris at the front to share that load in the middle as Harris comes in from the top of the square. And the Blues have got 4.
Floating ball, Harris! Tayla Harris, 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the last.
She gets a good bounce. Further afield to Harris, then back to G. This would be a great solo effort, but she does the team thing. And
Coach Harford would be really happy with that piece of play.
Centre of the ground, but Blues with numbers. Pound, pumps it high, rising Harris! Tayla Harris strong in the air.
Clean, not over-kicking goal.
She can fly in the air and take the brilliant contested marks, and she can finish off her good work. Tayla Harris, good to have you back.
That's why she's such a dangerous forward. She just run and jumps at the ball. Her contested marking is probably the best in the competition.
Just chips it up inside 50 in the Harris direction. Strong hands once again.
Zoned off well, protected the space. The kick will go to Tayla Harris. It's a good kick. It's a beautiful kick, in fact. And Tayla Harris, who we just spoke on, has missed 2. Should back herself in. Doesn't want to go back for the set shot, so she kicks it off 1 step and thinks that's the way to do it. Think less, just kick it through.
now the Carlton up towards half forward. Harris in front, strong hands. And there's lots of Blues tracking back here. It's very dangerous for the Suns in defence.
Contest in general play. Harris with a massive hit on Watt. The tackle from Tayla Harris on Ree Watt.
And taking it on like that.
Egan from 45 attacks the goal square to Harris.
Well, it didn't take too long for Tayla Harris to pull the first one down.
Nailed her in the tackle. And now Harris to respond for the Blues. And she does. It's a goal apiece.
Again by Garnett, and Tully's copped another whack.
For the Giants after coming back from an ankle injury. She's been in excellent form this year, so spoiling really well, and she's really key in the Giants' defensive.
Just nudged under it by Hetherington. Went to the voice out the back. Tully quickly on her boot. Read well by Parker. Not going to get made the tackle.
To those wind conditions, they kept Carlton at bay, so he's pretty happy with his girls.
Thanks, Georgie, as Harris and Egan have a pair of...
He's had 9 as well. Ball goes down the wing. Stevens read it bet.
1924 in her AFLW career. Finishes it off. Carlton putting a space on the Dogs.
Set it a half forward. Here's Harris. Big collision. Great courage by Miller going back into the flight.
Look at this. Eyes for the footy. Tayla Harris doing the same. And Taylor Bresnan also collected in that. Oh, huge hit.
Vesio leads short. Harris as well, and Harris has got it.
Isn't it funny when you say these things, Jason? That's exactly what we just mentioned. A little bit of composure from skipper in Bree Davey to hit up a target in Harris inside.
And sometimes the shortest, easier option's the best one.
Absolutely, and everybody's going to be watching this kick. Tayla Harris, after the week that was, I hope she puts it through.
She's kicked 7-7 for the season. This is a big moment for the Blues. Approaching quarter time, Harris steps up and slots it.
She's going to put it out into space and ask her teammate to run and get down low and mark, and the superstar Tayla Harris is up to the task.
There for the Crows. So the kick will go towards Harris, who called Loins out of it. Takes her 6th mark of the afternoon. Has players queuing up in the corridor if it can get there. It's a great kick.
Congested forward 50 for the Blues. Harris in the middle of that pack.
The beautiful contested mark. It's one of her weapons, isn't it? She's so great in the air and at ground level as well.
Number 1 contested mark in the competition. Tayla Harris, now can she finish and open up a buffer for the Blues? She can. Almost at ground level. Harris versus Cordner. Slick hands to G. Great team football from the Blues.
Brooke Walker will go into the pocket. Tayla Harris has got it again.
Gains 10 metres. Thumps it long towards half forward. Harris in the middle of this. And that vice-like grip wraps around the Sherrin once again. She's 55 from goal. She'll wind up. Here's a chance for Stevens, who's just popped up out of nowhere.
Level, we know she wants to get on her left. She does. Tayla Harris at the top of the square. She's got the sit. Can she take the mark? She can. Of course she can. Tayla Harris from point-blank range kicks her second, and Carlton, they're in front.
Defense.
Harris, it's a better mark, a better effort. Cordner's got the job on her.
Super kick. Those sort of kicks just open up the ground for you.
Awkward bounce for Wushner will go back. Harris coming the other way, collects her.
Jess Wushner, let's have another look at this hit. She saw her coming straight away, and I tell you what, Tayla Harris.
And gives the Blues an early inside 50. Harris going back.
Maddie Petrevski-Seton so good with ball in hand, and she hits up Tayla Harris, 20 out directly in front. It's a big moment in the game as the Blues look to draw back within a kick.
She'll hit it.
So Tayla Harris has taken a bit of power off her kicks this season to get the accuracy. No problems there. The Blues are back within 3 points.
Used that wind beautifully left to right at Traeger Park, did Tayla Harris.
For Stevens, she's under pressure, hooks it back towards the pocket, coming out to meet it was Harris, so clever, what a goal from Walker! Well, that'll be another free kick. Umpire says play on advantage, G lurks at the back, can tidy up and kick a second. Marks around the ground, particularly contested ones, and speaking of contested marks. Edwards towards the lead of Harris with a couple to beat.
You need to play, and yeah, that's how you get good results. Great tackle.
Darcy, you've played with Tayla Harris for a number of years now.
Harrington goes towards Harris with strong hands, beats two in the air.
Out it was Dempsey, O'Day, Harris doesn't want to go the snap, unselfishly gives it to Petrevski-Seton, who finishes it in style.
This pack, it spills to the front of the contest. The Dogs have numbers, Gamble run down from behind. And once again, we see the value of forward pressure. Gee, there were some physical clashes in this.
A bit of friendly fire.
Puts her under the pump. Ross is going to get it back. Oh, the collision. Harris has absolutely wiped out Eilish Ross. And
In the way of Carlton, and Hosking takes the advantage. Inside 50 to Harris, who juggles the mark. She's 45 metres out from goal. She sees McAvoy at the corner of her eye, and that is perfect execution from the start.
For a first-year player, Grace Egan. Kick on the bounce will get to Harris, who just collects. Maddie Gay with a good, strong hit. Play holder. Here's the hit from Harris. Braced herself for contact.
She is so strong, isn't she, Tayla Harris? Whether it's at ground level, as we can see right there.
Bowers goes towards O'Sullivan. Almost for Duffy. Lalawifi can gather and go. Uncertain of her options, so she'll just drive it inside 50. Harris will stand underneath this one and take a strong grab. And she can go back from 45 out and make the journey from here.
Early in the first quarter, Carlton midfield serving it up to her really well.
Final minute of the opening term. Harris from 45 gives it everything. And drives it home.
Gearin into the hot zone. Harris! Enormous!
Is that the mark you were looking for, Mel?
Yes.
She can do what few others, if anyone else in this competition, can do, and her best is absolutely top shelf.
Presentation came from Hammonds. The kick had a bit too much on it. It might work for the Blues because G can get it to Harris. She turns onto her right, launches it long. Vesio, it's going to clear the pack for a goal!
Gives it off to Hosking. This is Sarah Hosking. On a long lead, Harris, those long extended arms. And they're handing the Cats top of Conference B and the chance for that home prelim. Tayla Harris with that very familiar approach and that very familiar finish. The Blues have got the opener. Strong mark. She's a confidence player. Let's have a look at the replay. Thanks to Bioglan. Strong mark and an even better finish, Kate.
Yeah, I think Tayla Harris is a better shot for goal outside of the 45-metre range. She just seems to kick it a bit more naturally.